everybody, it's Emily at ARG Schooling, and welcome back to another episode of Homeschool Tidbits. Welcome back to Build Your Libraries Homeschool Tidbits. We're doing the first one of 2024, and today's episode is going to be all about helping your child set realistic goals. In this weekly video series, I'll delve briefly into a topic related to homeschooling, and I'll share my knowledge and expertise as a longtime homeschooling mother of 4 children, 3 of whom who have graduated high school, 1 who is a college graduate, and 1 who will soon be a college graduate. With January upon us, many of us are thinking about goals and resolutions for the new year. Personally, I prefer to set small, realistic goals rather than broad resolutions. Saying that I want to get fit in 2024 might quickly be abandoned. However, setting a goal of taking a daily walk is a much more realistic plan. Setting goals is productive because you can break them down into smaller parts, and that makes them more easily achievable. Our children will likely overhear us making our goals for the new year, and they might want to participate, and this is a great opportunity. We want to encourage that. So today I want to share some ideas to help you to guide your children into setting realistic goals. First, we want to start with a vision. The first thing you need to do is ask your child what they hope to achieve this year. This could be academic, like mastering the multiplication tables or reading a book each week. This could also be something related to a hobby, like hitting a home run, or maybe it's something like learning a new skill like sewing. You want to encourage them to choose a slightly out of reach but still attainable goal. Achieving a goal should require some effort on their part. The idea is to push yourself to meet a new challenge. Now, something important here that we need to understand is that we're not trying to force our children into becoming a high achiever by pushing unattainable goals on them. This is only going to work if the goal is their idea. It is also essential for them to understand that the bigger the goal, the longer it's going to take to attain it. So for example, if they just started karate, then setting the goal to earn a black belt is going to take many years to achieve. So encourage them to break those big goals down into smaller, more easily attainable ones so they can still feel that they're progressing. So let's talk about that. Goals can be overwhelming no matter how old you are. So breaking them down into smaller chunks makes them feel less out of reach and more manageable. So for instance, if their goal is to complete the Build Your Library Reading Challenge, which is a fantastic goal by the way, you can easily break that down by sitting down with your child each week to pick out a book or 2 that will fit those prompts. Another example is if they just want to improve their art skills, you can choose a core skill to work on each month until they have mastered it. Put them in charge. Setting goals is only meaningful if your child has control over it. They need to own it. You can be there for moral support and guidance, of course. That is your task here. But if it's going to count, they need to take charge and make it happen. You can have them set up a vision board or write in a journal or whatever makes the most sense to them to help remind them of their goal and keep track of their progress. I actually think this tends to be the hardest part for us as homeschool parents because we're used to having this job of guiding and teaching and leading, but sometimes we need to step back a bit and let them be in charge of their own learning and progress. But the thing you can do is to be a role model. One of the best ways we can help our children to achieve their goals is to show them what goal setting and achieving looks like. You can share the goals that you're working towards with your children and let them see you putting in the effort and work to achieve them. Whether that's completing the Build Your Library Reading Challenge or training for a marathon, we can help to inspire our children to persevere by showing them what that looks like. One of the best parts of that is that you will become each other's cheerleader. Tell them how great they're doing and offer support and encouragement when you see them struggle. Now, don't be surprised when they cheer for you and offer help when they see you struggling. Do you need some inspiration here? Sometimes children don't know what they want to do, and the thought of deciding on a goal to set can be overwhelming in itself. Because goal setting is an essential skill, and it's something we want to encourage in our children, you could offer them a list of ideas just to get them started. And just keep in mind that these ideas might trigger something completely different in them, and that is great. That's fine. We want them to come up with their own goals when they can. Just be sure that you share attainable ideas that are in their wheelhouse. We want them to grow and stretch, but we don't want to push them to a point of just absolute frustration. So if you've got a child who despises the outdoors, is afraid of bugs and all of that, setting a goal to go on a long hike is probably not in their wheelhouse at all, and it will likely lead to them just losing interest. So here's a few goal ideas to get you started. Maybe they could learn to ride a bike, complete the Build Your Library Reading Challenge, learn to sew or knit or crochet, learn to play an instrument, memorize the multiplication tables to 12, learn to cook or bake, learn how to make digital art, collect 10 new bird species through bird watching, complete a babysitter training course. Setting achievable and meaningful goals can empower children to take ownership of their learning and personal growth. Inspire them, be their role model and biggest cheerleader, and then watch them grow. If you found this video to be helpful, I hope you'll check out Build Your Library curriculum. Build Your Library is a secular, literature-rich homeschool curriculum inspired by Charlotte Mason's philosophy of education. Based on nearly 20 years of homeschooling, I created the curriculum I wish I'd had when I first started out homeschooling my children. I have spent thousands of hours cultivating the best literature to enhance your children's studies. Our lesson plans make homeschooling simple. Just open them up, gather your books, and go. Our easy-to-use lesson plans include everything you need to homeschool. Just add math. Choose from our full-year K-12 levels, as well as fun topical unit studies and our newest product, LitBite. With Build Your Library, you will cultivate a home library filled with captivating literature, and you'll raise children who become lifelong learners. So snuggle up with our lesson plans and a good book or 3 and have your best homeschool year ever. Every month at Build Your Library, we host a giveaway. This month, we're giving away a $24 gift code. There are a whole bunch of ways to enter, and one of them is a code. The code for this month is GOALS. I'll link more information down below in the description box about the giveaway. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this tidbit to be helpful. Let me know down below what goal you are hoping to achieve this year. Be sure to come back next week for more homeschooling inspiration. Until then, happy reading. Bye.